Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. So glad to be back. It's been a couple of days, so I'm glad that I was able to come back live today. Um, got good old Faithful here. Got my she's hanging in there. So we back. We are back. But glad that you guys are here. Come on in. We'll give, as usual, per usual, give YouTube a chance to spread the word that we are live. So we can talk about it all. It's lit over here. It's respectful over here. We have a good time. We talk about it all. So come on in. Come on in. Hey, Harlem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's remove that. So I'm gonna allow for YouTube to give us a chance to let people in. And I'll be sitting right here, but I'm gonna run somewhere real quick and I'll play this. I wish this video would play longer so I don't have to keep on, but it won't. So not today. Montana and myself are supposed to be working on something so that we can have something longer. So anyway, give me just a minute. I'll be right back. And come on in, hit the like as you come in. We appreciate it. It's a free way to serve. It's a free way to support the channel. And y'all, believe me, I do appreciate it. All right, so I'm back and I'm ready. Hey, Montana. So glad to see you here. Let me get this off of here. All right, so as per usual, we're gonna drop the link. No, we want you to go. and come on up here. So how has y'all's Monday been going today? Like, what y'all been up to? Work, chilling, trying to figure out where to make another coin. What you been doing today? Happy Monday. It's a new week. Did y'all have a good weekend? I hope you did. I hope everybody had a good weekend. This. We got to figure out something else. It's okay. All right. So anyway, I'm ready to get started. We have a couple of things to talk about. Work and more work and work and work and work. Yes. So let's get started. I want to talk about a couple of things that we have in store here that we have not been able to talk about. Hey Montana.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just,
Good. Glad you're here.
yeah, I mean, I know I said Friday or whatever, but to all the people in the chat, it's gonna be tonight.
It is.
Yeah,
Like for sure, for sure.
no, what I'm doing is like even all right, they supposed to vote on it tomorrow.
Right.
The reason why I'm going ahead and make it my last night because I don't
Mhm.
want to get too. I'm already attached, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get myself used to not being here. So when it do hit, it's not bothering me mentally. If I keep staying on here, knowing that I'm attached, is gonna cause mental problems for me.
I get that, and I don't want that to happen. Well, dang. I get it. I get it. You
So,
gotta
so
take
I'm,
care.
yeah. So I'm doing it what's best for my mental options.
Mhm. Yeah. I think, and then all we can do is respect that. So it's just gonna be hard for us knowing that you're not here.
And then,
Um, and we moving on, and no, there's no Montana. So I'm sad.
on top of this, then the holidays coming up, so it's either gonna bring more stuff. So I'm just.
Ooh. Okay. Well, thanks for coming tonight. At least the last night with us.
But we pray that the government shuts down because that helps.
Oh Lord, help them. Then shut it down.
Because if they don't come up with a decision by tomorrow, it's over with.
Okay.
I talking about with Trump. If the government don't make no decision tomorrow, they're doing a government shutdown. They,
Tomorrow?
s- yeah, the Democrats don't want to vote on this new budget for I guess for some kind of budget, spending
Mm-hmm.
budget.
Mm-hmm.
And since they can't come up with an agreement on a vote, it's gonna be a shutdown if they're gonna take another vote tomorrow.
Always something.
Because
So,
I guess he trying to use money to send National Guard somewhere else, and the Democrats ain't going for it.
mm-hmm. Where he want him to go?
I don't know.
So you be talking about like when he was trying to send them to Chicago and
Yeah,
all those places?
I guess they
Okay.
talking about government spending, budget aid, and all this other stuff.
And so they're not agreeing with them doing it.
Yeah, so they don't have no agreement by tomorrow, 12 o'clock midnight. Everything shuts down.
It's just getting crazier and crazier. Well, here we're gonna make sure that we have some good stuff to talk about tonight. We all in the chat, like well, I speak for me. I'm gonna miss you here, because you're a big part of us. You're the family, right? You're part of the family, and so it's gonna be hard, but let's get through it tonight. Just make it do what it do. So anyway, you guys show Montana some love tonight. Sending him some encouraging words. Um, yep. I think it's you, Montana. We hear an echo.
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Okay. There we go. That's better. So let's talk about the first topic. Is this one right here? Let me share at least. Let me try to be in a better mood because now, okay, let me share that I got the news from you, Montana. That's kind of hard. Share. All right. So if you guys have not heard, Tyrese has a warrant out for his arrest because of his dogs. They are saying, come on, add. I don't know why. But anyway, they are saying that allegedly that his dogs were just roaming around. He's letting them just roam around, and they actually attacked another dog and it unalived that dog. So let's just read about it really quick. It says Tyrese Gibson's dogs attacked, killed neighbor's dog. So the brief. In a police report, Captain Nicole Dwyer said Gibson's dogs escaped, killing Henry, a 5-year-old King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. Police say Henry suffered broken ribs, punctured wounds, and severe internal bleeding, and was covered in slobber. The same night as the tower, because she couldn't get to her car with the cane courses, corsos outside her door. Police said Gibson was given a week to turn himself in, but he posted on social media that he wasn't that he was taking a mental health break to a search warrant on arrest who appears attacked and killed his community. So the backstory is, according to Fulton County Police, it happened on September the 18th in a Tuxedo Court community. A neighbor called 911 after his 5-year-old King Charles Cavalier Spaniel Henry was killed by Gibson's four cane corsos, which were roaming loose in the neighborhood. In a police report, Captain Nicole Dwyer with Animal Services said she learned of the attack the next evening. Henry's owner, Harrison Parker, told investigators that he let the dog out around 10 p.m. and came back just minutes later to find Henry dead in the driveway. He rushed Henry to the animal hospital in Sandy Springs, but it was too late. Oh, dang, is that his dog? Now Parker is trying to cope with the loss. He was probably one of the most wonderful dogs I've known. Probably every animal owner says that, but he was incredible. He was so loving. Okay, he's talking about his dog. Not to discount how he's feeling. So let me go ahead and read it. He's a little mischievous, Parker said. He loved to go outside, and so he would paw at the door, and I just opened the door, let him outside. He was well trained. He had an invisible fence, which he learned the boundaries very well. So what we do know is security video from across the street showed Gibson's dog scratching at the neighbor's door and running through yards shortly before the attack. The same night as the attack, police said another neighbor called 911 because she could not get to her car. We just said that. Animal control helped her get out safely, and Gibson's friend came to collect the dog. At that point, officer gave Bell a warning for letting the dog run loose, not realizing Henry had already been killed. On September 22nd, Animal control returned to Gibson's home to ask him to surrender the dogs. According to the report, Gibson admitted he believed his dogs had killed Henry and said he knew they'd been getting out before, but instead of turning them over, he told officers he needed a few more days. That's when Captain Dwyer obtained both a search warrant and a warrant arrest for animal cruelty. But the time the officers executed the warrant later that night, Gibson and his dogs were gone. So what's next? The police said they gave him a month to turn himself in, but Gibson posted on social media that he is taking a mental health break and said he would be back in November. Henry's owner didn't like hearing that. So he made a story where he's like, "Oh, I'm taking a mental health break. You got to be kidding me." I mean, he should be taking mental health month. He should be taking mental health month in jail, Parker said. The arrogance, it speaks volumes about who this person is. And I hope that if he has any fans or anything that really drink in the reality of this guy's character. I don't know what that means. So it says to dig deeper. Police said this wasn't the first time Gibson's dogs were a problem. Neighbors had reported them running loose several times since April, including two separate calls earlier in September. The report written by Dwyer mentioned a YouTube video Gibson posted called Tyrese Unleashes His Guard Dogs. Tyrese unleashes his guard dogs, bite their ankles off. In it, Gibson shows off the cane corsos, mentions selling puppies for $5,000, and jokes that he wants the dog to bite their ankles off and leave them at the front door if anyone comes to the house. Parker also mentioned those videos. He has video online publicly. Just look him up where he is bragging about how brutal they are, and as he's fully aware of what they're capable of, he said, it's like an open and shut case, I hope. So Fulton County Commission Chair Rob Pitts also weighed in, saying the case highlights the responsibility that comes with owning a pet. I am grateful for the work of Fulton County Police Department to bring justice to the Tuxedo Court neighborhood dangerous dog case. After months of being terrorized by these dogs on the loose, community members brought this situation to my attention earlier this month, and I personally visited the neighborhood where this occurred. Pet ownership is a responsibility that is not to be taken lightly. Those who allow their dogs to roam neighborhoods unrestrained will face serious consequences. What are the serious consequences for this? The other side, Fox 5 reached out to Gibson's attorney, Gabe Banks, and is still waiting to hear back. So what are y'all thinking about this? Like, I want to know, what is their policy or their rule or their law for dogs running around like that? Because, I mean, you can go to jail for that. Like, they will arrest you for that. And so they actually have a search warrant. I mean, they have a warrant for his arrest for animal cruelty. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, the only thing she could get is some money for her dog getting killed.
Because I was
That's
thinking,
about the only thing.
but let's see what animal cruelty holds in Fulton County in Atlanta. Because you can go to jail for animal cruelty, and that's what they're trying to say. But here's the deal. If he, in fact, did leave his dogs, like, just roaming around.
Well, that is 6 months in jail.
It probably.
The only thing she could get is how much.
But he had a warning. Tyrese, okay? You had a warning. Make sure your dogs are not getting out. And now this man's dog come up unalive after several people have called in about it. You knew about it, and then you ran off to Dubai for a mental health break, but you never turned yourself in. You didn't turn the dogs over. So I don't know.
Like, the only thing she could get.
The dogs roam the neighborhood. He can't do that.
Only thing she could get is the money that her dog was worth, and then the pain and suffering of her mental state from losing her dog. Because animals have much as rights as we do too now.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm fixing to see.
She could sue him for funeral costs because people throw funerals for their dogs and all.
Mm-hmm.
So she could sue for funeral costs, what the dog was worth, pain and suffering. And the hospital bill or taking them to the hospital.
I wonder, is the neighbors, what are they?
9 times out of 10, they rich too. They rich if they his neighbors.
Yeah, yeah. What does animal cruelty hold in Georgia? GIA.
6 months in
It says
jail
in Georgia, huh?
and restitution. I don't know. I think it's 6 months, ain't it?
So it says in Georgia, the penalty for animal cruelty varies, with general cruelty being a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of no more than $1,000. While aggravated cruelty to animals is a felony, resulting in imprisonment for 1 to 5 years, a fine up to $15,000, or both. The classification depends on the severity of the offense, with aggravated cruelty involving intentional killing or inflicting that's a felony because the dog was unalived.
Right.
So they're trying to say that he could in Atlanta. The law is that with the severity of it, if it's involving intentional unaliving or inflicting serious injury, it's a felony and it holds 1 to 5 years in prison and a 15,000 up to $15,000 in fines. So he's got some fighting to do with his,
Well, he
he
got it. He might well don't fight it. You know you wrong. Pay that better fate. It's a $15,000 fine. You give him 20. That still ain't no money to you.
yeah. And the thing about it is, he was opposite the dog. Yes, he told him. I think they probably did it. Do y'all know what those dogs look like? Let me show y'all.
You say what now?
Do you know what what kind of dog is it?
Cane Corso?
The kind of dog the kind of dog that he has.
What talking about Tyrese?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you his dog.
Is it a Cane Corso? Oh,
Yeah, you know what that look like?
yeah, it's a bull mastiff. It look like a pit, but it's not. It's like it's like you got people that clip their ears and clip their tails. Like they nice dogs. It's like basically the same dog as Scooby
It's
Doo.
pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah, Cane Corso. That's my favorite
But I would
dog. It
be
look like
scared. I'm scared of dogs, so I wouldn't be
they.
scared anyway. But
Yeah, those dogs go up to like 300 pounds. Those are my favorite dogs. They're
they
guard
said,
dogs.
yeah, they was like one of the neighbors was like, you should see how massive his dogs were. Those dogs weighed like 100 pounds or more a piece.
But yeah, those are my favorite dogs.
Are they? But can they
Yeah,
be
they
sweet? Why are they attacking people?
because that's probably the way he trained them. They're guard dogs. That's probably the way he trained them. You see, your dog picks up on the way you train them or your personality or how you
Oh,
treat them.
uh-huh. Well, they said that. So even they said though, but even if you don't like a pit bull, even if you don't train it to be mean, that they
Yeah,
just mean them.
that's a
That's what
cane
his dog
corso.
looks like.
Yeah, that's a cane corso. You got some people that clip the ears and clip the tail. And I like the black ones. Them the black ones are my favorite ones.
Yeah,
All
that's
blacks.
pretty and healthy, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's
Now
pretty.
they get bigger than that now. Show one with the ears clipped.
Okay, let me show you the clip to ear. Hey, Bad Bunny, thank you for being here. Welcome. Everybody that's here, thank you for being here.
Yeah, I like mine with the ears clipped.
Okay, let me get the other one up. The ears clipped. Oh, there's one. Ooh, that's pretty.
With the
But
tail clipped and all.
I would be so scared. Okay, here's one. The black is pretty. Do they come in other colors? Because all I'm seeing is black.
Black, they got gray, like a
Do
charcoal
they?
gray. Yeah.
Okay. Here is the other one.
They got gray, they got brown. I done seen some brown ones.
Mm-hmm.
And them like the only three colors I done seen.
Image. So this is what that one looks like with the cut.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I like them.
Look
Right
at
there.
his. Look at that. Those muscles. So they was like, this man's dog was like pretty much demolished. Ribs broke. They tore, and it was four of them. And you're right, Bad Bunny. That could have been a child running around accidentally. And you know what? People take it serious about their animals. They don't play about their animals. They're their
But
family members.
but what thing
They're
about
their,
the
go ahead.
what one thing about the cane corso, they are guard dogs like the German shepherds and all that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
even if he was like that, he wouldn't knowing that even though that's a even if he was aggressive, they are not aggressive towards kids. They are
oh,
very kid
really?
friendly. Yeah, they are
Really?
very kid friendly.
Okay.
If anything, if you was a parent and you had that dog in your household and you discipline your kids, oh, you got a problem. That dog would not let you touch that child.
For real?
Yeah.
It's just what they sense about kids, I guess.
They're guard dogs, so they love. Yeah, they interact with kids like German shepherds
Right.
um and what's another Doberman.
Oh, love. I had a Doberman when I was little. That dog protected the entire family. And
Yeah,
that
they don't play
that
by
lived in the
kids.
house. Like my siblings and my mama and my daddy, that dog did not play. But it was nice. It was a nice dog until it felt threatened or like felt like we were threatened.
Yeah,
And
they don't play by they
was
don't play by
it was a
kids.
red Doberman. Yeah. So anyway, here's my thing. Because Tyrese knew that his dogs have been continually getting out, he should have called his people, the workers, whoever, and made sure for sure that even if he wasn't home, that someone was able to tame them to keep them inside to prevent this from even happening. And that's going to be the fight that is going to be the battle for him to win
Uh-huh.
because he's been told that. They came and told him and warned him and he still didn't do it. And to Harlan's point, he admitted, yeah, he probably did it, but I'm going to Dubai right quick. I'll be back.
But even though that dog did that to that neighbor dog, those the great one of the greatest dogs in the breed, and they're very expensive. A puppy will cost you about $45,000.
I hate it.
If I had to choose from any dog in the world, that's what I would choose right there. If I had kids and all.
Yeah. I'm sure he wasn't expecting it, but then you have to expect to not let your dogs out. Don't let them get out. You're responsible for those dogs. So, all right, let's move on. Let's talk about this one. All right. She said if he knew. Oh, wait a minute. All right. So, Jay-Z tried to go to Times Square and build this big old casino and he got declined. But Bad Bunny said if he knew those things uh were running loose, I would keep my dogs inside. Yeah. Or build something that if they wanted to go outside, he could have something built where they can get their exercise and run around because if they're that vicious and that protective or whatever, you got to maintain that's your responsibility. The dog don't know that I need to stay in my yard if you're not teaching him that or if they're not going to listen to that. So anyway, let's move on. So Nas Nas Nas's 5.5 billion casino project in Queens, New York clears major approval hurdles. So it says the hip hop, y'all know I need glasses. The hip hop icon 5.5 billion resorts world project in South Ozone Park advanced significantly after the Community Advisory Committee gave unanimous approval for the plan. If completed, this development would transform Queens into a premier destination featuring luxury hotels, gaming floors, fine dining, entertainment venues, and thousands of jobs for local community. It's more than just a casino. It's a bold vision for growth, culture, and opportunity in Nas's home borough. The project isn't finished yet, though it still requires final approval from the New York State Gaming Commission, which will determine the winners of the limited downstate casino licenses. With Manhattan proposal stalling due to the local opposition, Queen is now emerging as a top contender. What do y'all think? So Jay-Z was shut down. So Nas goes to Queen and he proposes and it passed a major, major approval. Like I'm not familiar with none of New York Queens or nothing. Do we think this is a good deal? They voted 6-0. Let me see. So they all it was unanimous on the casino. They had no problem with it. This is huge for him. A casino owner, he will never be broke again. If it passes whatever's left to pass, he will never be broke again. You think that if Jay-Z would have gone somewhere else in New York, they probably would have went for it? Do you think he just had a bad, his it was a bad choice for where he wanted the casino to be? Like, why did he get approved, but Jay-Z couldn't get approved because it's Times Square? I don't know.
Or probably might be different people he dealt with that has more pull than others.
Could be. But Jay-Z, I mean, I thought he had the connections
But
and
then
the deal.
again, but then again, like I said, is Queens Harlem is Queens is like a what kind of city is that?
She said, Jay-Z had wrong location and they might not. Oh.
I don't think it probably might they might like him when I was asking you what kind of place is Queens because of course they'll probably vote for that in a low economy area because it bringing jobs. Like if he was to go to Brooklyn or Times Square or something with that, no, they ain't going for
He
that.
went to Times Square. And that's
Yes,
who
that's why
shut
they
him
ain't going
down.
for that. That's why they
Yeah,
ain't going for that.
right. Did you get up here, Harlem? Did I get you?
You got me. Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, good. How
Yeah,
are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So Montana, Queens is further out from the city area, like where Jay-Z wanted to do Times Square. And Queens, because it's kind of further out, there
Mm-hmm.
are areas that are more that you can expand different
Mm-hmm.
things
yeah,
opposed to him wanting to put it in the middle of Times Square, that's already busy.
They
yeah.
said,
It
I mean,
already
It's like
busy.
no space.
they
Yeah,
shut that down heavily. They was like, nope,
yeah.
no.
That's where all the billionaire corporate businesses at, and they're not putting no casino there. You got CBS headquarters, all that in Times Square.
Right.
They weren't going for that. That's why he went to a more rural area where they needed that to help their economy.
Yeah, and the Times Square area is more so the theater district because all of the Broadway
Mm-hmm.
shows are in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So to put a casino there, you taking away from your Broadway shows.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think,
It might be more to me. I just felt like it might be Times Square is already busy, it's
yeah.
already congested, and I just feel it would bring more things to that area that it's already going on. You don't need to bring extra.
Right. You don't like crime
Yeah,
rates to go
and
up.
then the crazy thing about it is with the Jay-Z part, right? When we tell you lawyers are some of the biggest scammers ever, Jay-Z, you paid that lawyer all that money to try to fight to get you a casino in that area, and he knew that he couldn't get no casino in that area, but he took your money just to try.
right.
Now look at Nas. Nas about to come up in the game, man. Khalees ain't leaving him for sure now. And
So
that's
Khalees
who.
and him been broke up.
Oh, they did.
Hmm.
I think it's location, location, location. Like
Yeah, it's got a lot to do with
that's the
location.
whole point. That was the whole point. And Jay-Z should have known, like, ain't he from New York?
He is, and
So
that's
maybe
why I
that's why he
said
thought he
he
could.
should have took it to his hood. Take it to
He
your
should have.
hood. Now
Uh-huh.
Nas took it to his
Where's his hood?
Brooklyn.
Oh, I get confused. Okay, so Times Square is what, New York?
Times
Manhattan?
Square is Manhattan.
Manhattan. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, why? Brooklyn. Well, at the end of the day, Nas got to come up, and I feel like if they go on and give him this last approval, he's gonna be a rich man. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. And they have been wanting some casinos out in New York. I know they had to go to like what's that big casino? Is it in Philly?
It's one in Connecticut, and then Atlantic City is Jersey.
Jersey, Jersey, yes, Jersey. Hey, corporate luxury, thank you for being back. Thank you for being here. All right, so anyway, kudos to Nas. Like that was a smart move. They said Brooklyn, corporate luxury said Brooklyn would love him. Corporate, are you from New York too? Okay, so let me go. Let's move on. All right. What's next?
And then another thing, a moral of this whole story is you don't have to be rich to start a business to become a millionaire. You don't have to have money, a lot of money. You see, Nas ain't got no dang. We all know Nas ain't got no $5 billion. But look what he's working on. We know he probably ain't even got
Yeah,
$100 million.
if he don't, he will.
Yeah, we know he probably ain't even worth $100 million. But look at him. Look what his investment is.
If he don't, he will. So Connecticut is close to New York, huh?
Yeah, just like the DMV is Washington D.C., Maryland, Virginia. That's their
Right.
little three things. The
Uh-huh.
tri-state area is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's the moral of the story. If Montana ain't told y'all nothing else, even though this is last night, if he ain't told y'all nothing else, you don't have to be rich or wealthy to start your own business to become rich or wealthy.
That's right. It only take that one thing.
You have investors out there that will invest in your plans and you don't even have to touch your own money.
Yeah. That I'm telling you, just that one thing. You just never know. Oops, dang, I done took it off. All right, let's move on. I done removed it. Let me pull it back up. No, but work there 2 weeks a month. Oh, do you? I could do that. I'll go work there 2 weeks a month and come back every month. All right, let's listen to this, y'all. I think.
where every Friday we bring you travel news with our partners at Stamped. The story is still developing, so we're going to read verbatim exactly what Mika has reported in her testimony about the incident. And then we're going to share with you what we discovered in terms of a larger pattern of kidnapping Black migrants and Black tourists in Tunisia. A Black American woman from Montgomery County was vacationing in Tunisia with her friend Queen. Last Saturday night, after returning to her hotel from a club, she went to the lobby to get tissues. That's the last thing she remembers before waking up in the back of a car being driven by a stranger, according to Mika. Mika says she fought back, she opened the car door, screamed for help. The driver punched her repeatedly in the face, trying to silence her. But she kept thinking about her kids back home, so she kept fighting her way out. According to Mika, when her friend Queen tried to get help from the hotel staff, they walked away, told her, "This didn't happen here. We don't know what you're talking about." Fortunately, Mika has made it back home. She's with her family and she's with her kids. She has sustained black eyes and bruises all over her body. She's alive, but after this story broke, we started to do some digging, and what we found reveals something much bigger in terms of the safety for Black migrants and Black tourists in Tunisia. Tunisia isn't just a place where Black travelers are being targeted. It's become a hotbed for human trafficking, and allegedly, Tunisian authorities are complicit. According to three testimonies from migrants who were rescued in the Mediterranean, Tunisian police are intercepting Black African migrants, handcuffing them and driving them to the Libyan border where they're sold to militia. Listen to this. One survivor named Charlie from Cameroon said, "The Tunisian police sold us to kidnappers, Libyan bandits. The selling price was 150 dinars, approximately $25, less than the price of a goat. $25 for a human life." A woman named Ivana, 26, was living in Tunisia when police raided her home at night. She was handcuffed, driven to the desert, and handed to armed Libyan men. To get out, her sister in Cameroon went into debt to pay $690. Another woman, Aisha, 22, watched two of her friends die in a Libyan detention center. She was held for 8 months. When one of her friends died in her lap, she cried and was beaten for it. These aren't random incidents. This is a documented pattern. In October of 2024, the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights raised concerns about migrants being sold by Tunisian security forces to armed groups in Libya. In January 2025, a report called State Trafficking presented evidence of systemic targeting of Black migrants in Tunisia through mass raids, detention without due process, and forced transfer to Libyan traffickers. And here's what makes it worse. The European Union and Italy are funding Tunisia's border enforcement through migration deals, knowing this is happening. So when we hear about Mika, a Black American woman on vacation being drugged and almost trafficked, we have to ask ourselves, are Black tourists being targeted in the same networks that are trafficking migrants? The truth is, we don't know yet, but what we do know is Tunisia is not safe for Black travelers right now. Tunisia markets itself as a tourist destination, beautiful Mediterranean beaches, rich history, and affordable luxury. But behind the tourism facade, Black bodies, whether migrants or tourists, are being treated as disposable. Mika, when she tried to get help from the hotel staff, they denied her. They said that this didn't happen, the same way that authorities deny what's happening to migrants. Last thing we want to do is discourage you all from visiting any place, especially other Black countries. But this is bigger than travel recommendations. This is about a system of anti-Black violence being enabled by state actors and the rest of the world looking away because migrant agreements are more important than Black lives. So here's our recommendation. If you're planning to travel to Tunisia, don't. You know someone who's there, tell them to leave. And if you're working with a travel agency that's still encouraging you to visit Tunisia, ask them why are they putting Black lives at risk. And that's our story from this week, y'all. We're happy that Mika and Queen both have made it home safely. Travel informed, travel safely, and we'll catch y'all next Friday. Have a good one.
Okay, y'all. So we talked about this the last time we were together. Oops, let me get him off.
A Black woman from Maryland was kidnapped and
So we talked about this and we had all kind of questions for the simple fact that it just kind of sounded crazy, right? That it would the way that she kind of explained that it happened. But now here he's coming and saying they did their research, and over there in that country, that particular country, like Black folks particularly are being sold, snatched and sold for $25 in US dollars. So like she had the marks and the bruises. I mean, obviously from him, it sounded like that she's just lucky that she fought her way out of it and was able to get back. It was just a little off for me that she ended up in the woods and, kind of was walking or whatever. But now that he's coming with this information, now what are we saying? Are we kind of side-eyeing or this story period, or are we saying maybe this is something that happened?
Well, that was crazy because I was going to ask you about that story because I was sitting here thinking about it, right? Like, of course, he's going to talk about it because her story went viral. But have we did our own research about what goes on in that country? To me, I want to believe the story, but what
Yeah.
just like I said, what sticks out to me is if you said you passed out, so that means you was drugged. So with you drugged, not in your right state of mind, you was able to fight and get away and run through woods that you don't even know nothing about that they know about, but you
And
don't.
that.
Then you get in a taxi or get in a car that with another stranger that you don't know. And then another thing is if they drug you and kidnap you and you was unconscious, why they didn't tie you up?
Yeah, that's a lot of questions because if they
Because when
are
you kidnap someone, you ties them up where they can't escape, right?
right, like if you passed out, you're vulnerable. There's nothing you can do. Like they could have done
Right.
anything. So at that point, why didn't they take you and sell you at that point? If that's what's happening, I'm
Why
just,
didn't tie you up at that point?
yeah, I don't.
At least it'd have been
But
easier
she
because you was unconscious. You ain't fighting and kicking and screaming while they trying to tie you up. You unconscious.
but she may have been tied up. She may have woken up from whatever. They may not have, because remember her story was she went up to her room, she realized she needed tissue, she went back down to the front desk. Me just watching Law and Order and movies and what have you, they could have walked by, they could have sprayed something, and she could have just fell out. She had bruises and scratches and stuff all on her leg because I saw her on TikTok. I found her. She
Okay.
has, hush, Montana, don't say anything. I
No,
know you're
I'm
gonna
no,
say
no,
something
I'm
about me
following the
finding
story.
her.
I'm
Yeah,
following the
so
story.
she
I ain't saying
she
nothing.
has bruises and scratches and stuff all on her legs and her arms, her hands, and everything. She showed it. So they could have just walked past her. They could have sprayed something. It could have been something in the tissue. It could have been something that she just touched. And it was enough to knock her out for them to take her.
I mean,
But
that's a thought because and they didn't want to cooperate and said did nothing happen there, just kind of shoot them, right? Just kind
so
of disappear.
Right.
so if that's the case, right? You follow her. So if and you see the bruises and stuff like that. So okay, it's believable. So now since it's believable, can we say the hotel has something to do with it, or the hotel is in agreement with that? Because
I
because
believe
at the
the
same
hotel had
time,
something to
when
do.
you go when you're a tourist and you got resorts, they got cameras everywhere.
Right.
So
But what I can say, Montana, just my thought, just thinking, if this is really what's happening in that country, they got all people connected to help them. How are they going to get the
Exactly.
they got the people working at the hotel that's on board with it. You get
yeah,
up and you do this. You know what I'm saying? They have
because
to have,
especially if the hotel got cameras and they feel they're comfortable doing stuff like that, knowing there's cameras in there.
yeah. So
That
if
got
they,
me thinking it's the hotel in on it.
yeah, that's part of the team.
Yeah, that's what I think. The hotel is where, because she went back from the club. She had a few drinks or what have you, but she was in her right frame of mind because she was
Mhm.
able to go back to the hotel, go to her room, come back to the front desk. It wasn't like she was tripping and falling and
And,
stumbling all over the place. She
and
was
then the whole
good.
and then the hotel making double profits because they making money off of you staying there and making money off the trafficking.
Yep.
Right,
Yep. It's a cold world, man.
right.
And then $20, $25 of US money. You know how much that is in Africa? Google
Right.
that.
He said it. I forgot how much he said it
I
was.
think it's like 60, 50. It does it's 10%. So it's 10% more. So if it's $25 US money, that means it's what, probably about 75,000 over there. $25 is like 75,000 over there. Look it up and see if I'm not
I'm about to look it up. What?
between 50 and 75,000.
Where is it at in Africa?
Yeah. Probably about 40, 50,000, something like that. I don't know.
It says $432.19. Unless that ain't right. How much
You put
is,
two. How much is $25 of U.S. currency is in Africa?
yeah. How much is 20? Yeah, that's what it's telling me. 50, 250 is worth 4,000. Oh, 200. Well, 250 is worth $4,354.85.
Okay. That's about right. Because I'd be thinking about I would think about 25,000 or something.
Yeah.
25,000.
So it's about $4,300, $4,400. So $20 is just worth, that was $250. So $20 is worth $348.39.
Alright.
Yeah. But I mean, if that adds up.
Yeah, especially when you get 3 or 4 girls a week or
Yeah.
3 or 4 girls a day.
A day. Yeah. Depends on the country. So I'm wondering which country. He said it too, didn't he? Let me see what he said.
He said Tunisia.
Tunisia?
Yeah.
You know how to
And
spell
I
you know how to
think it
spell it,
was
Phaedrus? Just use
Dinar.
Google Voice.
I think
Just
it
voice
was
just
Dinar, he
voice
said.
just voice type it, just in case you don't know how to spell it.
So 25 in Tunisia is $72.43. Dinar, so Tunisian dinar is $72.90.
Or there ain't that much currency. See Africa better.
Yeah. That was
But
it.
to them, that's money.
That's a lot of money. Kenya has shilling. What did she say?
Because didn't he say it's the equivalent of selling a goat?
Yep, that's what he said.
Yeah. So to them, that's money.
Mm-hmm. Because
Did
that's
you
what they
look up what's equivalent to selling a cat?
Montana, stop.
do. All right. So anyway, so yeah, I wanted to listen to what he had to say because, like, they're saying like this is an ongoing thing. Like that's what they're doing right now, and even maybe the when you go to what do you call them people that you go to set up your vacations?
So a travel agency?
The
A travel
travel
agent.
agent.
Yeah, if the travel agency it keeps pressing you to go there, you better be questioning why they're continue to press, to have you go there, knowing like the travel agents don't they have to do research, see how safe it is, see what's going on in that country so they can share it with their clients or whatever. So I don't know. It's
I
just
mean,
crazy.
not
That's
really. You got
why I never wanted to go to out of the country. Never. No, I'll stay right here.
they know that you're not from there and they looking at you as a sweet lick
I heard that.
for robbery, for your jewelry and all that, because they know it's worth money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because to me, I saw a video where somebody said when you travel out of the country, you should give the U.S. embassy in that country your itinerary for the time that you're going to be there, so in case something happens to you.
Yeah. Oh wow. See, that's crazy.
See, my son, he likes to travel.
Uh-huh.
Him and his friends, they went to Tulum in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So it's five of them. Four of them were at the club partying, whatever. The other guy decided he would go get the car and be ready for when they was finished and whatever. He went to the car by himself. The police extorted him. They took all his money. They took all his money.
But they didn't do nothing to him.
They didn't do anything to him. He went back to the other guys and told them what happened and whatever. And they were like, "But we told you not to go nowhere by yourself."
You don't veer off by yourself. How many times do
So
we hear about this happening where either one person roamed off and now you don't see them no more, or they're in the location where there's a lot of people but roam off trying to see other stuff alone and never come back?
so the next night they were out, they were all together, all five of them. They was in the car driving, going to whatever they was going to that night, and the police stopped them. And I guess they didn't know that somebody in the car was Hispanic and knew Spanish, and they talking whatever, whatever. And the guy was like, yeah, but we're not going to do that. So he understood what they was saying, and they
Right.
got caught off guard. And I just like that whole time they was going, I was just like so tight and in my feelings because what if they followed them to where they were staying at?
Mhm. Yeah. You never know. Just
So
my
it's
land.
just like you travel in a group. It's sometimes it's just not safe.
Yeah. It's crazy. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. I think I've shared this. I'm sharing. Yeah. Not playing?
Yep, this one they are basically grooming the children that they take in and then they use them to lure women. What they do is they get into the parking lot, they see a female that they would like to lure and kidnap, and then they use their child that they have groomed and they basically send the kid to the woman that they want to lure in and have the child like crying and saying, I've lost my mommy, I can't find my mommy. She's in the parking lot. And as soon as she walks out to the parking lot, they roll up, snatch her up, and she's gone. So, my best advice to this is this: if you have a child run up to you and say, crying and saying, I've lost my mommy, I can't find my mommy, I would first call 911 and report it to 911 stating that you encountered a child that is crying and saying they can't find their mom and your location, and wait for the police to arrive to start assessing the situation first. I would do that. Then I would also go inside and I would notify the manager of whatever store you're coming out of and have them do an announcement overhead to see if that child's mom is inside the store. These are the two things I would do so that way you can avoid going out into the parking
He
lot
doing too
and
much.
possibly getting taken. Hope this helped out.
Why? Why Montana?
If I'm in another country and a child, foreign child, come up to me, somebody lost their mom and dad, I wouldn't give a damn. I don't know you. I don't know this country. I don't know your mom and dad. I wouldn't know where to go to look for your mom and dad. That's on
Is
you.
this another country though? Is this not the US?
It's not my business.
Oh, did she got kicked off?
United States, this officer.
Wait a minute.
Um,
You back, Harlem?
Y'all can hear me?
yeah,
You
she
can hear
back.
me?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
No, I was saying this is an officer in the United States.
Yeah,
This
that's what I
is,
thought. US.
yeah.
but even in the United States, I wouldn't care because at the end of the day, it ain't my business.
But I wouldn't leave a child in distress. I like his advice. Like
I
I don't want to run out and go try to find them because yes, that could happen. But stay around where there's a lot of people. Get 911 on the phone to get them started coming here, and then like, what are you gonna do, Montana? Tell a child to go away?
listen. We been hearing about human traffickers use kids as baits. So you remember that girl that was in Mississippi that lied? Said the baby was on the side of the road and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we been hearing about kids being used as baits for human trafficking. So with us being as us black people have knowledge of that, that's how when you see stuff like that, we live in today's world where you can't care about that no more. You used to help take care of that child or aid that child and help find that parent, but we live in a world now you can't care about that no more. You have to leave a crying baby right there on the sidewalk. It ain't our
but you wouldn't
business.
call
We might,
nothing.
huh?
You wouldn't call 911 or nothing.
I mean, I call 911. I could do the due diligence to call 911, but I ain't messing with it because if it ain't got nothing to do with me, I got my own business. She gone.
Yeah,
What you
you
do,
hear?
You
Harlem?
I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
here.
so you just gonna leave the baby there?
I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I called 911 to get you help, baby girl. But hey, you got to cry. I ain't got nothing to do with you,
That's not nice.
bro. That's the world we live in today.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, if I was to come out of a store and a kid just ran up to me, oh, help me find my mother, or whatever, I think I would call 911, or either I would walk right back in that store and let them know, oh, it's a kid outside. Maybe they need some help. Let them people from the store go out there, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. But I ain't doing none of that. That's the world we live
Yeah.
in today, man. We been knowing that they're using kids for bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take a kid off nowhere or do nothing, but I'm not gonna let them cry. I would have to call somebody and, like he said, maybe go inside, but I'm not gonna like
Shoot,
get the
I ain't the
kid and
only
say,
one out here.
"Mommy, no, no,
I ain't the only one out here seeing you cry. Somebody else could call 911. I ain't the only one out here seeing you cry.
Montana." Dang, poor baby. It's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, that's the world we live in today, though.
It's
Because they
true.
just like how they kidnap me, women, they kidnap men too.
It's
Right.
true. It's true, but all I'm saying is, dang, Montana, if they come up to you, just be like, I don't take them nowhere, but hold on, 911, like, oh, okay, let me get this
I
one.
mean, that's just like somebody asking you directions in the street. I'm not going to stand there and look at your phone and you telling me all of this and whatever. I'm
Yeah.
going to walk and I'm going to talk and give you directions as I'm
I
walking
ain't doing none of
away.
that. I ain't doing none of
I'm
that.
walking away.
Sir, you got a phone in your hand, type in your ad, type in GPS, bro. You got a whole phone in your hand.
They
Yeah.
got
Hey,
their phone and they don't understand where they supposed to go. You're not going to help them?
no, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay, Montana.
We got to learn about our own business,
But
bro.
that's just
Because
like,
we
people will be on the highway, what do you call it, hitchhiking. And years ago, they said they would like stop, pick the person up, take him to his next stop.
yeah,
But
you used to could do that.
doing that today,
The whole time
No.
the
kidnappers
whole
today.
time you pick up this man, he could probably be on the run for 3 or 4 years running from the police.
Yeah. Get you and rock, put gunpoint you, get out your car and take
Listen,
your car
bro,
from you.
we live in the world now where you got to think everything is a setup. That's the way it is.
It's just the life. That's just the way of the world right now. You have to look out for
You
yourself.
know, I remember back when I was growing up, you could leave your house, you could leave your door. You know how you got the screen door and then you got the regular door? We used to have a glass door, like a glass screen door. We used to
Mhm.
leave the door open and have just the glass door
Green lock.
closed and go to town and come back and run your errands and
Uh-huh.
come back. Ain't nothing missing out your house.
Yeah. Sleep overnight with your windows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to. Not no more. All right. So anyway, let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about, like, kind of pick y'all's brain about what Judge Subramanian is doing, in that we have not heard from him. Like, what do we think is going on? Like, why has he not said anything about his decision? Do
I
we
guess
feel like it's just like he's not going to say anything because Friday's coming?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a law that you have to abide by, especially you as a judge being the leader of the law, you got to set by example. So he probably he ain't saying that to the day of the court day till you see the court
But I
see
mean, he
court.
went to court for that, was court date is separate from sentencing, right? So this court date was to say, can we get you to throw it out, overturn it, new trial, whatever? And he said, you'll hear from me soon. That was last week.
The October 3rd, that's when he gets sentenced.
So he can say then that never mind about the sentencing because I'm gonna throw it out if that's what he was gonna do.
Yeah, like either when he Friday, October 3rd, he either could throw it out, give him some time, or this. You know what I'm saying? Either one of the two.
So you think he gonna wait till Friday?
Yeah. Because if he
Uh,
tell you now, what's the purpose of going to court Friday?
Right, that's what I'm saying. If he gonna throw it out, then just forget about the court
And I'm
date.
just saying, if he gonna be talking about it for people in the world to talk about it, because as soon as he say something, you know, all the news and all that. What's the purpose of having court? Because everybody gonna know the verdict.
What do you thought, Harlem?
I don't know.
Man, go
Yeah.
get
I
probation,
mean,
man.
he not getting no probation.
Yeah, I
He
don't
is
think so.
not getting probation.
I don't think so.
He ain't getting no prison time.
He is going to get something.
I think he's gonna get some time, Montana.
Nah, I don't think he'll get no time. I think he'll get the what since he lost the trial, the max it carry up to 10 years, so that's the max they could give him, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna give him the 10 years, suspended the 10 years probation.
No.
Or give him time served. One of the two.
No.
Definitely not no time served. No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be the total opposite. I don't think that they're gonna give him like maximum time. He's gonna be 10 to it. I don't think that. But he's not gonna get to go home Friday. Like it's not gonna be time served.
He going home Friday.
On probation and say go home and be on house arrest
He's
because
going home Friday.
they've done that and approved him to be at home on a monitor.
He's going home Friday.
Okay.
He not going home Friday. I'm sorry. He's not.
Let me pay a couple of $100,000 in lawyers, and I'm not going home Friday and see what they happen.
Yeah, you gonna see.
And he didn't get to make bond. Look at what he's paid already, and they wouldn't even put an ankle monitor on him and have guards at his house that he would pay for so that he couldn't do nothing and go nowhere or have company. They wouldn't even do that. And look how much he paid.
Because he going home. He going home Friday. Mark my words. He's going home Friday. The feds, they want bigger fish. They don't want him. What I told you, what they want. They want them rugs, them guns, them pies. They want that. That's what they want. And what the other stuff they got that start with the other drug to start with an F. That's what they want.
We'll see, but I think I'm just gonna stand on it. I don't think he's gonna overturn nothing.
And then his case is non-violent, so they definitely.
But he admitted to being violent.
But did they charge him?
And gave the judge no inkling that yes, I was, but this is what I'm gonna do to change that. I'm not gonna be that. He said he was. If the lawyer said if we was talking about violence and domestic violence, then yes, he would be guilty of that. He said that. And
listen, bro. You know why? You know why Diddy? You know why Diddy started that little class or whatever he doing? Because right now, still his lawyer is debating, is negotiating with the prosecutor of what Diddy wants. So what's probably negotiated is, hey, you start this class, the prosecution going to give you probation, but you got to start this class. It's a part of the plea agreement.
But
no,
I don't think so. And I do agree with Bad Bunny. Like if he overturns it, I don't know if I would say crooked, but if he overturns it, I would be really kind of shocked at that because I wouldn't think that he would go against what the jury has decided. Now, do I think that he's going to give him 20 years, not run him concurrent or give him the highest? No, but Diddy's going to do some more time than just this 13, 14, 15 months. I mean, and granted, that time is going to be good time for him, but he's still going to have to go to prison and do some prison time. That's what I think, Montana.
Listen, he done did 2 years. He gonna get 10 years, and then he go do the other. He gonna get probation, man. He going home Friday.
The only thing that I mean, I will say this: if that's the case, I mean, good for his kids, especially the little baby that's not grown and the 18-year-old. Like, good for them. They get their daddy back. But
New
I
York,
just
get ready. There's a party coming Friday night. There's a party. A working home party.
he's adamant. He is
Breaking news.
adamant.
Breaking
But you know
news.
what,
Diddy
Montana?
released from jail.
You know what I
He
have
not going home.
no. But Montana, what I do have to say, when you be saying it, like it be happening, and I'm like, nah, because remember, that dude that got off just not too recent. What's his name?
Hernandez go back with the Dolph
Yeah,
trial.
you kept saying it, and I was thinking, nah, because they got this witness telling them everything, like putting it together and just painting the picture for him. He was there. He know he ain't gonna beat this. Then the man walked, and Montana did not waver from that.
From the
He just
beginning.
he
From the
beat it.
beginning.
He beat it. He gonna
Because
beat
I
this.
knew what they had on. I knew what they had, and I knew what works in court and what don't. Because I don't experience it and I seen it.
He walked. He walked.
He'll get probation. The feds don't want people like him. He non-violent. He got charged with a non-violent case. The feds don't want him. Now, if he was scamming people out millions and millions of dollars, then yeah, he'll probably get some little bit of time. But nah, they don't want him. He going
So
home Friday.
the fact that he admitted to being violent, the fact that he was violent, the fact that they wouldn't give him a bail based on he was a danger to society.
And with his tampering.
His victims are writing letters that they're scared. They letting him out.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Harley, when
I
you
love
got that
it.
many,
I don't want you to
you
go away, Montana. No.
listen. You got that many victims out there that came. You had that many victims that came and testified, right? They didn't have no choice but to deny his bond, because when you get a bond, the judge look at you. You only get a bond under three circumstances: a danger to the community, a flight risk, and the nature of the charges. Those are the three circumstances. So under those three circumstances, one of them stood out, which is the judge used to deny the bond, a danger to the community, which is the victims. You know, so they didn't have no choice but to deny that bond. But at the same time, uh, the judge knew that because he's gonna have something special for him on October 3rd. He's going home. When you got that many victims, 9 times out of 10, they're going to deny your bond in any case.
He ain't going home.
When you have that many victims and there are witnesses on a case against you, they're going to deny your bond 9 times out of 10 under the circumstance of danger to the community, which is the victims. They ain't worried about him being no flight risk.
Yeah, they were.
No, they
It
was not.
was.
No, they was not, because when you're a celebrity like that and you're facing you under a trial like that, they take your passports just like they did with Young Thug. They confiscate your passports.
He turns his passport over to his lawyer.
Okay, so they had possession of his passports. They not worried
Yeah.
about him. They not worried about him being a flight risk. Where he gonna run to? Everybody knows who he is.
They said he was a flight risk and he was a danger to the community.
And
He
then
was
if
a
he was,
flight risk because of the fact that he has his own jet.
but at the same time, let me tell you something, man. If he'd have went to Russia or escaped to any other foreign country, you have these people that's tied in with Trump that would have got him and said, "Hey, we got him. Give us one of our people that you got captured in your federal prisons that was a terrorist, and we'll trade." That'd have been a perfect, just like how they did Brittany Griner. They traded her off for somebody that was over here. You got a lot of terrorists that get locked up in federal prisons over here that we don't even know nothing about, that you don't hear on the news or none of that. And you got those countries, when some of our people come over there, they'll snatch them up and say, hey, give us one of our people back and we'll give you your people back. So that would have been an easy leap for a country. And then you don't know what behind the table deals they got worked out with Trump and our government, these other countries. They say, yeah, the FBI ain't got no jurisdiction but the United States. But you have other people wanted in other countries, and you see our FBI agents go over there and get them because you don't know what deals other countries got worked out with the United States. All that classified information. But we done seen firsthand, we done seen FBI agents come out the country and go get somebody that was wanted.
I hear you, but I just still don't think he's coming home. Sorry,
But
I just
yeah,
don't. Yeah, okay. So anyway, I guess we'll just be waiting to see what's going to happen Friday because it doesn't seem like the judge is going to say anything until then. I just really thought that we would know something by now. So when we didn't hear nothing Friday, I just knew like over the weekend, today. So it just ain't happening.
and then another thing is whoever flies them out the country, they get charged with aiding and abetting. So, and then if they fly from an airport, they on documents so they know who their names is because they got to contact air support and all that before they even could take off. They get a flight name, the pilot name, his badge number, and all that information with air traffic control. So they would get charged with aiding and abetting. You think they want to get involved with something they ain't got nothing to do with?
But you saying all of that, and I'ma say he ain't going. He ain't going home.
He going home.
No, he not.
When you look at
Mm-mm.
stuff, you got to take all that in consideration. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a
Last
pilot.
week,
I'm a pilot. I'm gonna let a couple of little $100,000 this man paying me to fly him off versus my freedom and my career.
Bad Bunny said, Diddy said that Trump should be banished from the earth, so Trump ain't trying to help him. I'm like, you Montana, Trump is so focused on everything else. He ain't think about Diddy right now anyway. Diddy's the last thing on his mind right now. I think. So
Just like I said, it's a lot of terrorist stuff that goes on we don't even know about. Like you remember, it was a movie about it back in 2012 or something like that. U.S. cargo ship was robbed and hijacked by the Africans to try to steal the cargo, and then they locked up in the United States prison. You ain't never heard about that.
mm-mm.
And you got those other countries that when our people over there that snatch up our people and say, hey, call Trump and say, hey, I trade you for him. We need you to let him go and send him back over here. There's a lot of stuff going behind the scenes y'all don't know about.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, so we'll find out on Friday what's going to happen if judge is not going to say nothing until then. But I wanted to end with this. David and Celeste, of course, is still ongoing. Things are still coming out, and I don't know how to do this. I want to play Murad's video because David's manager has spoken. He's like, listen, I might be his manager, but I don't see him on a daily basis. I don't live in Los Angeles. I'm not a part of this. I don't know what's happening. And they're like, it's just unbelievable that his manager has no idea what's going on with this situation. It don't, I mean, just because he's his manager doesn't mean that he has to know everything that he does, right? Just like they say, well, if those people around Diddy and he was doing these things, why they didn't say nothing, why they didn't know. If these people was around R. Kelly all the time, why they didn't know, why they didn't say nothing. You know, they keep saying this. But just because they're their manager, like they do have free time to themselves to do whatever they're gonna do. So the manager has spoken it, and I think I could get struck for this if I play it, couldn't I? Do y'all know?
You say play what now?
I want to play Murad's video about his manager, but I don't know if I'll get struck. My channel gets struck.
I think if you put that Fair Use Act up,
Okay. Well,
yeah, put
Harlem,
that Fair
try to
Use.
do that, and we'll see.
Because that's why I be going on TikTok getting videos, because I don't think it affects
They
all
won't
of
say
that.
nothing. Oh,
Yeah, let me find the fair use thing.
okay. And then from now on, I'll find them from TikTok. We won't listen to the whole thing. It's just a little bit.
After 3 to 4 weeks since everything has happened, have stated with their own chest that it's still unclear whether anyone has any criminal culpability. I mean, that basically means that there's no one at the crime scene. Celeste must have just went into that trunk and basically unalived herself. That's basically what LAPD are implying, that they are stating that it's extremely unclear. They've got nothing on David, as far as I'm concerned. So these are the two statements that they say that, you know, she was actually in there for a very long time, for weeks, and that there isn't any criminal culpability that is leading to the passing of Celeste. Well, somebody must have done it, LAPD. Somebody. I'm not saying that you should have come to a conclusion, but there should be a lead, you know, by now. So for LAPD to be saying that it's hard to find anybody with any criminal connection to Celeste is just very worrying to me. Listen, LAPD have done so many inside jobs for people. And I'm not saying that this is what this is, because I feel like I'm jumping the gun and, you know, let's not, you know, police investigations do take a long time. But yeah, I don't know. It's just really sad to me. Now, his manager has broken silence as of yesterday and has put out a statement, and it could be him, you know, it possibly isn't him, because the way he's broken silence is on TikTok. But his name is David Marshall, Josh Marshall, sorry. And this is what he is saying. This video is false and the person is misinformed. This is the only time I'll speak on this matter for now. This has been a tough time for my family as I'm a father of 3 children. I receive no emails and I'm no one's roommate. I live full-time at home with my wife and kids. My daughter is 14 and this news is affecting so many lives. I never received any emails. I had zero knowledge of anything, and I don't live in California. Also, I work remotely 95% of the time, and my job doesn't require me to have much interaction with any of my clients or David, as there are many others that work with him on a day-to-day capacity, not just me. This news is tragic. I hope the proper authorities get to the bottom of it soon, and let's obviously, you know, stop the speculation, and hopefully we can pray for the family to emotionally get through this entire tragedy. Please report on, is what he has stated. He's also responded to some people in the comments, and to one person he said, I have no cars registered in my name in California, nor have any of my cars been in that state. Please use facts with supporting evidence when making certain comments, is what.
All right, so he's coming out defending himself because he's saying, hey, PC, he is saying, welcome back, welcome back. He's saying, the manager is basically saying, like, he is my, he is saying that he's his manager, but he's saying that he doesn't have anything to do with this. And now they're suffering because people are saying that him and David were roommates, that he came and helped him move out of that house, and, you know, all these things. But he's saying, stop it already. Just stop. I don't have nothing to do with this. Like, whatever happened, find out what happened. But it wasn't me. So he just has finally spoken up on yesterday about this. So basically, the LAPD are not saying that they have any leads. They are not saying that, you know, they're not accused, like they don't have a suspect. They're saying she was in the trunk 3-4 weeks, like, and it just continues every day, kind of now being the same thing over and over, but just little stuff keep trickling out. Like, they have a video where they hear Celeste talking on the video, like stuff like that. But how are they going to get to the bottom of this crime because it looks like a crime. She didn't climb. I'm like Mirage. She didn't climb in the oh shoot, I didn't even put that up. She didn't climb in the dang trunk herself. Like, what happened? Who did it? With all the cameras. Like, so then now I'm starting to think that even the cameras in the Tesla is not going to be help for anything because they haven't used anything from it. So I don't know on this one. I feel like it's going to continue to be like this, and then it'll go to a cold case. That's what I'm feeling like. I don't feel like David, at this point, I don't feel like David is going to be held responsible for this yet. I just don't know. May have a lot. So, any thoughts on that, Montana? I see Harlem went back down.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I wanted to leave y'all with tonight. I've been meaning to dig. What is this? Okay. I've been meaning to dig kind of deeper into this situation, into this crime, but it just feels like LAPD ain't really doing nothing. That they're just kind of saying they're doing stuff, but they don't have a lead. They're not gonna. At the end of the day, I feel like it could go to a cold case, be a cold case. The manager wants no part of it. No, he doesn't. And I don't think that we can say that he should know about it, that the manager should know about it. Did they know about the relationship? Some of his friends knew about the relationship. They didn't know how old she was. She had an ID. She was in all the clubs that were adult age and up. Like, but they're saying she may have been in the car July and August when he first went on tour. I don't know. Hard. I don't know. So anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is spend my time in is looking into that some more. But I really feel like I don't know. I don't know about this.
Whoever did it, they was a real professional.
Yeah.
Because at doing stuff like this, because if you got LAPD, one of the most high tech police departments in the world, they ain't got no evidence on you. Because they about the next thing to the FBI.
Yeah, they ain't said he's a suspect. Only thing we heard, like something towards him, was that he is under investigation, and that came from her sister saying that he's officially under investigation. But he's been able to move out of that house. He's been able to move around to do just. I mean, they're not pinpointed to him to anybody. The private investigator is on Twitter. I have been following his tweets. What is he saying though? Like, what is the private investigator saying? Do they have any leads? Like, tell us something. Because I don't feel like it's going nowhere. I feel like they just spinning their wheels. Because it feels like, okay, we see her on camera going to the store, running away from. They see all of that, but what else? I'll have to rewind phases lives when she gets off. Yeah, go back and do the replay, APZ. Because it was a good conversation about that dog. Anyway, Montana, as we come to a close tonight, I don't want you to have to go. I'm gonna miss you being here. We're gonna miss you being here. But I do appreciate like every time you came and you've gotten us into some deep conversations. We've had fun. And we just getting started. And I just knew that, you'd be here, you'd be around. So maybe, we can be still optimistic, and maybe you'll be right back here tomorrow. Oh yeah, no, you said you wasn't. So do you feel like, Montana, that after, like, say a decision was made and it was in our favor, like our favor is that we want you to be back. So if that happened, so then you'd be good to come back?
You said what now?
So, like, say if things didn't go, things went, say they did a government shutdown, things didn't go the way they wanted it to go. Would you be able to come back then,
Uh,
or no? Or you
yeah,
still would
yeah.
just
I
wait?
mean,
Got to make a
cause
decision sooner or later.
yeah, they're gonna make a decision sooner or later, and that's still gonna make me attached.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
feel bad now. Like
I know. It just been like you are part of this. Like we're losing a big part of this, and it don't feel good. And at the end of the day, it's not a thing we can do about it.
yeah,
Nothing we can do. So this is what I'll say. We love you, Montana. We wish you the best. Um,
I love y'all too, man.
I love you, and I don't want to. I don't want to cry. So that's what I'll say, and hopefully, things will turn out that something else will work out, and you'll be right back on here making us laugh, being into it with Harlem, and everybody else. It's crazy.
I
I do
know.
have a game that we was gonna play on this Friday, and I think it's gonna be really fun. And I'm gonna give cash for the winner, but I wanted you to be a part of that. Now I feel like I don't even want to do that, but I guess we got to still keep going forward. But it just feels crazy going forward without you. If it's the truth, if I'm being truthful.
Well, it's gonna feel crazy too. You know, I don't like it, but it's the new life I got to deal with.
Yeah. Before you know it, it'll be all over.
Don't stop everything. Continue doing it, man. Just continue doing it.
I it just feels crazy, right? Who's
Continue.
going? Yeah.
By the time I come home and able to get access to another
Everything.
phone, you
Mhm.
should be in the millions.
Yep. And I should be right there when you walk out them gates.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Harlem's not gonna have anybody to bother. Nobody. There's not gonna be another Montana. Nobody can do you.
Only thing I know when you get a million followers, you better not forget me, man.
Don't you ever think that. Don't you ever think that. I got my core. Got my core.
Like I said, don't let the people that come in here disturb you. Keep going, keep going. It's gonna grow. Everybody ain't start off having
That's right.
2.3K people in the chat and all that.
Right. Right.
It's gonna get there.
I just feel like it's crazy because I was there and I just quit coming. But that's the past. So
And
I'll be there. If I got
remember
there
what I
once,
always
I'll be
told you,
there.
you interact with other channels as well.
Yeah, you're right. I'm such a crybaby. I better go before I cry my lashes, Harlem. Because the really reason I feel like that, because I really am used to you, Montana, and I really do have love for you. I know your situation. You were vulnerable. You came and shared with us, and you've been faithful to this channel. You've been loyal
Yeah,
to this channel.
yeah.
And you just don't get that a lot. Like the people you see in the chat here every day are some of the people that followed me 5 years ago, where I was popping and where I did have those numbers. So they can vouch for that. But they came. That's loyal for me. That's loyalty for me. And I appreciate that. So that's who you were to me. So anyway, just know I'll never forget you. We'll figure out something so we can stay in touch.
Uh,
All right. So I have to email you phases and tell you who I am. Okay, do that. Do you need my email? Do you need my email? Let me see what she's saying. Because I was one. Let me see. Tell me. Okay, I'm about to put my email out here. Info, because I'm seriously, I have faithful people like the if you was here, APZ, we was popping, and if you was a mod for me. I just don't remember everybody with so many people. So let me see. Info. I think I spelled that right. I can't see. Info. Yep, there it is right there. BlackLinkMag, the number 1 at gmail.com. Email me. Tell me. All right, Montana. Have a good night. I'm a DM you and popping, wasn't it? It was going. You made me have bad questions because when it was good until all the crap started. And that's why I quit. But it was good, and I had to learn. That's because I didn't know. Had I known, I would have never let that stop me. I would have kept going. So let me know who you are. Give you a rich back, girl. All right, y'all. So Montana, I will be DMing you. You guys, we're gonna go for now. I hope y'all have a good night. Y'all don't forget Montana.
I love y'all, man.
Love you, Montana. Love you.
I love y'all too, man.
Yeah, for real. It's love over here. And I will figure out how to stay in touch.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Good night, Montana.
Good night.
All right, y'all. See y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the loyalty. It means everything to me. Aw. Here's to Montana. All right, y'all. Good night. Have a good night. See y'all tomorrow, okay?